Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Coronation Street's Lisa George speaks out after Beth's final scenes. Lisa George has spoken out following her final scenes airing as Beth Tinker in Coronation Street. Friday's episode, August 30, saw Beth make a sad exit from Weatherfield under the threat of blackmail from crooked copper Kit Green. Earlier in the week, Kit warned Beth to drop her evidence against him and leave Weatherfield, or he'd ruin her son Craig Tinker's policing career. Kit had found out that Craig once covered up Faye's hit and run and was prepared to use it against him. Following the transmission of her final scenes on Friday, Lisa George explained Beth was trying to do the right thing by protecting Craig's career. She didn't want to go, she didn't want to leave, but she'd been obviously caught up with the business with Kit, and she thought she had won over on him, the star clarified. She didn't know about Craig telling Kit some of his secrets, and she hadn't bargained with Kit realizing that if he got something on Craig, it would cancel out what Beth had on him. She didn't have a clue about that, so she thought she'd got the Joker, and then obviously it backfired on her. As you know, Craig is her life, and she wasn't prepared to see his life ruined. So she felt it was the best thing for her to go, but not tell anyone the truth. The surprise exit was doubly hard on Beth because she had to turn down Kirk's marriage proposal to prevent Kit from threatening him. It was so hard, and it was sad. I was really sad filming it myself because it was gorgeous, and you see in that scene it was heartbreaking because it was everything that she wanted. Lisa said. It was awful. She broke his heart, and even when she left, he was saying, I'll change whatever you want, believing it was his fault. I got a right lump in my throat when we filmed it, because it actually felt really real when she said, you haven't done anything wrong. You don't need to change. You're always perfect to me. That was really hard. It was really sad. Lisa also reflected on some of the more memorable behind-the-scenes moments from filming her exit scenes. Unusually, Beth's departure was my final scene of filming. Often we film out of order, but as I filmed it, she explained. I knew Beth was leaving, and it was my final scene on the cobbles. Halfway through, when he called the cab to stop, and they got out, I actually got really quite tearful. I cried afterwards because it's been this huge part of my life for such a long time. She went on, I've been on Corey a long time, but you know what? It's flown. It's really difficult to comprehend how many years I've been here because it hasn't computed at all. But that's what it's like here, because you're in a different world, Weatherfield world, and it's completely different to the real world. You get so engrossed in this world, and it is timeless. It feels like you've only been here a year or 2 years or something. When you think about people doing 25 years or over 50 years, you can easily see how that can happen. Lisa also offered some insight into Beth's unforgettable wardrobe choices over the years, which she had a hand in picking out. I did want her to have an 80s thing going on at the beginning, and it got stronger and stronger over the years, she recalled. And then the hairstyle was based on people I knew. I just remember girls from youth theater. They were all really cool, and they had all the long hair with their hair up in a pineapple. So I sort of took that from that. By now she is far too past it at her age to be dressing that way. But that was the point. I wanted her to dress like a spring chicken. The actor went on. She thought she was a spring chicken, but she was a bit mutton, dressed as lamb, and that's how I wanted her. I purposely made her like that, and made her dress young, because she hasn't grown up. People said, oh, she is an 80s throwback, but that is because I purposely made her an 80s throwback. People got it in the end. Originally, the producers wanted her wardrobe to have a 50s feel, but that's me. That would have been Lisa, and I wanted Beth to be different from me, so that is how she developed. Looking back over her 13 years on the cobbles, Lisa joyfully recalled the wonderful scenes she shared with Andy Wymant, who plays Beth's lovable partner, Kirk Sutherland. Do you know what? When they first suggested Kirk and Beth, I thought, what are you thinking? She admitted. Andy's like 12 years younger than me or something, so I never would have put them together. And I didn't think it was going to work, but it did. I think it was a surprise to me and Andy, but it just worked.